Hey guys, how are we doing? It's Crypto Insight UK here, bringing you back another YouTube video. We're going to cover a few short and sweet things today. I'm finding it quite hard to put content out at the minute. Everyone's super in the dumps. It doesn't mean I'm not doing research, guys. I am formulating so many different views and pushing them all together in my head, trying to come up with the best thesis that I can to put out to you guys. And I want to make it clear before we get into anything, guys. I am a bull on this market. If that means short term we go down, I really don't know. That's why I am struggling to put any kind of definite outcome for you. But I want you to know that I think this market is going to go up 100x within the next 10 years. 100x. So when I see people on Twitter calling for lower price targets, and then I see lots of people in my comments who have been following me for a long time, I've sold my XRP, I'm going to buy back down here. I genuinely think that is one of the worst things you can ever do. Not financial advice. I think it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. And it's why I flipping hate perma bears and perma bears on Twitter and bears in general. Because although they may or may not a lot of the time have an understanding of the crypto cycles and economics in general, a lot of people in the crypto space don't have a broader economic understanding. But that's by the by. If they fudge you out of your position, and I know you can say, oh, it's your own fault if you lose money, and it is, but they're going to have influence on a lot of people, and they aren't going to time the bottoms themselves, but a lot of the times they will claim they will, and a lot of people are just going to lose out on a hell of a lot of money. You'll probably sell at a loss. You'll probably try and time the bottom. You won't hit the bottom, and then when we have a FOMO rally, you'll probably buy back in at higher prices. I've seen it all before. I've done it myself. I've done it back in 2017. So, just a word of caution. Normally, the best time to be increasing a position is when the whole market is telling you to sell. Whether that means we're at a bottom now or not, I don't know. But the risk to reward from here is incredible, especially in altcoins. As I said, does that mean we can't come down further? No, it doesn't. I've got further downside buy orders in, but the markets are really good at wrong footing people. And what would be the biggest wrong footing of all right now? An absolute ripping rally to the upside, in my opinion. So there's my 2 cents on where I think the market's going. Guys, I'm so exposed. I can hold the volatility, downside risk. I'm not leveraged. It can keep going down as far as it wants. As it does, I will buy more and I just make more money when it goes up. Because guys, don't let anyone tell you this isn't going to go up. Obviously, no one has a crystal ball. No one can see what can happen in the future. A load of different things could happen. We could have World War III. Anything could literally happen, guys, honestly. But the opportunity in this asset class, it's a revolutionary payment system for the world. People comparing it to the dot-com boom and bust bubbles. It's not the same. I'm just going to swear. It's not the same at all. That was an information advancement. This is a monetary advancement. This will engulf everything. Derivatives markets in the world are 500 trillion to $1 quadrillion. And they've got to be ran somewhere, guys. And it's not just derivatives, everything. Housing, retail payments, cross-border payments, equities, commodities. It will all be tokenized at some point. And anyone who says it won't is an idiot, basically. And the only reason I can say that with such confidence is because all we strive for in humanity is cheaper and more efficient, faster, and better for the environment. There are 3 things that we strive for. And that is all crypto does. At a basic level, yeah, obviously it's more complicated than that, and you can build in more complications that we might need for financial tools and whatever we might need them for. But at a very, very basic level, all it is an update, a software update to everything that we use already, and to make the system faster and cheaper and easier to use. So why the hell wouldn't it be introduced? People just don't understand it on a deep level. So that's how I just wanted to start this video, and I know that was a bit of a rant, but I think it's important to get that out of the way at the start. Got some information to share with you guys. As always, if you do enjoy the content, please hit that subscribe button, put some comments in the comment section to help me with the YouTube algorithm, and hit the like button, share it with a friend. So let's have a little look at the Bitcoin chart. Even with the horrific events that have happened, so we had the capitulation, obviously, of Luna. It took $70 billion off the market cap of crypto in about a day. And all the FUD that we've been having recently, Bitcoin still managed to hold in and around the 30k region. I think that's looking pretty strong. These quite a lot of big high volume candles here helped us stay in and around this 30k region. Well, you got to think, these big volume candles, I know they obviously indicate the trading that's happened on that day, but if you actually think about them on a deeper level, it's people who are scared of the market selling and people who are positive on the market buying. So more people are accumulating in this region who are bullish on the market. That's why we have big volume candles coming like that, okay? Something to really think about. I'm not going to go too deep in the price action. Nothing's really changed, guys. We still are in the same region we've been in for flipping ages. Yeah, we're lower at the bottom end. We've broken down below resistance, but we haven't confirmed a downwards trend. We've sat on top of this resistance now for probably about 10 days. We're waiting for any confirmation of a move either way. I just want to throw a few catalysts out there that could move us towards the upside, and they are a Bitcoin spot ETF, the ETH merge that's going to happen in August, September, October. As of Vitalik, if everything goes well, it's August. Sorry about that, guys. And then we've got the obviously Ripple SEC lawsuit, and I'm sure there's loads more out there, guys. Any kind of adoption, like proper adoption, will make this market set on fire. I'm telling you now. We've got a lot of, even if you've been watching our weekly roundups, you see what XRP are doing with ODL. It's ridiculous. I think there could be an announcement from India soon. I've said that a few times. But guys, anything could literally happen in this market. We know regulations coming in in October. We're going to start to see at least the outline of a framework coming in October. That's for the US. The United States of America, the biggest financial economy in the world, is regulating crypto, and the framework, or at least the framework for the framework, is coming out in October, which as of now is like blooming 4 months away, 3 months away, and people are like this bearish on the market, like it's going into oblivion. I really hope you have a plan, and that's why I keep saying it to you. Have a blooming plan, guys, because I don't want to see, after all this pain that we've held through, which we really have, it's been a slog. I don't want to see you lose out now at the final stretch. And yeah, like, let's say worst case, we could be down here for a year or two. We really could. It's possible. But best case, guys, we could run in reverse tomorrow and we could go set all-time highs. You're looking at 100 to 200x return on the market cap of this asset class in the short, medium term, in my opinion. Well, medium term. 5 to 10 years time. So just bear that in mind whenever you're making any kind of investment decision, but obviously not financial advice. Do your own research. ETH is a very interesting chart for me. I didn't realize we hadn't broken down below the summer lows for Ethereum. I put a little tweet out about it yesterday, so definitely something to watch there. Technically still still not broken any structure towards the downside. To the top of its Fibonacci retracement extension is another 177%-ish from here, which would be up and around the $5,700 mark. Will we make that? I don't know. Obviously, guys, XRP still absolutely in the floor. XRP's Fibonacci retracement takes us out to about $13, guys. $13 from here is, I'll just give you an idea, blooming long way away. I'll put it on the logarithmic scale just so we can put these percentages on easier. Show you now. We're going to look towards $13 is here, 3,000%, so it's a 30x from right now. Again, is that going to happen? I don't know, but my eggs are in the basket that it is. Something else I wanted to keep my eye on is the DXY. How's the DXY topped is a big question. Is a big question on my mind at the minute. Obviously, it broke the 20-year resistance level. Did have a few daily candle closes above that, but then we've actually dropped quite a lot in the last few days. The euro's gained some strength. The pound's gained some strength. So we are approaching the 50-day moving average here, which is what I talk about on Twitter this morning. We approach the 50-day. Every time it's touched it recently, we have bounced to the upside. Has it topped out? Will it work its way down to 200? Time will tell. If it does work its way further down, I think we'll have a big crypto rally. And that kind of plays into this article here from Bloomberg, in my opinion, which is kind of why I brought this up. Europe's biggest economies keep growing amid pandemic reopening. French and German services sectors resilient against the Ukraine war. Manufacturing is weighed down by surging prices and supply problems. I just bring that up because my main point on this is obviously this is why the euro's rallying, because them services are doing. Some European powerhouses are still doing well. We'll have a look at the euro to the USD. So this is the European. The euro, the European currency to US dollar. It's bounced off its, again, support down here at €1.03 to a dollar, and now it's back up at 107. It's had quite a big increase. But my main point of this is we've got a lot of geopolitical uncertainty at the minute, and macroeconomic problems in terms of wars. But if those wars get sorted, guys, I think we would have a monster of a rally. Because if all those service sectors can keep the euro strong in the face of all the problems that we've got, just because people are basically out and about spending money, what is going to happen when those problems go away, or if those problems go away? I'm not saying this war is going to end anytime soon. I'm just saying, just as easily as we can see further problems, we can see recoveries just as easily, and that's what people don't or aren't paying attention to at the minute. But yeah, just something to keep your eye on. And finally, the last thing I want to cover charts-wise is the 10-year Treasury bonds. These have looked to, again, have topped at the same sort of time as the DXY, at the same time as some of the currencies bottoming that could be showing reversals. I have noticed a head and shoulders pattern here on the daily. I'll show you this pattern if I can. I'll just do it with a brush because it's just faster for now. There's a shoulder here, shoulder here. That's awful drawing. Shoulder here and a head here. It will give us a breakdown target down to the 2.274 should we break below the neckline, which I've drawn in at 2.721. But as you can see, yesterday we did have a green day, so we want to see a few more red days for the yield on the Treasury bonds on the 10 years. And we'll just get into a little bit of news now, guys. There's my TA done for today, and my basically what I think is going on in the market right now. I don't want to go too much further into anything because it's just basically watching what the wider economy is doing and waiting for some kind of catalyst, in my opinion, to move one way or another. I have downside buy orders in, and I'm just holding for the upside because I do think at some point we're going to at least have a relief rally, if nothing else. So we've just looked at that article on Twitter. The next things to cover are that Brad has been flipping busy. He is everywhere at the minute, and there's another clip that I haven't actually retweeted, but he was on CNBC yesterday or the day before. I don't know when that clip was recorded, but he's been with the World Economic Forum in Davos, so in Switzerland. I haven't got the exact place, but yeah, he's been with the World Economic Forum. They're talking about the future of finance, basically, and he's been in Switzerland. So one of the people that he's talked with, obviously, is, I'm not going to try and pronounce this guy's name, but he is the President or Prime Minister of Georgia. Let's have a look. Prime Minister of Georgia. He said, great talks with Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse shared Georgia's vision on the future of blockchain and regulation with business-centric environment and innovative approach. We aim to evolve as tech and innovation hubs. Shared Georgia's story as the first country to bring blockchain into public services. He also actually offered Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse like a base in Georgia, saying that it's a great place for finance and all this sort of stuff. So obviously people want in. People want in. And that's going to be highlighted by this next little clip that I've got for you, which I found super, super interesting. And especially at a time when we've got so much stablecoin uncertainty. But let me play you the clip and then we'll talk about it after. So this is Jeremy Allaire, obviously the CEO of Circle, who make USDC. Listen to what he's got to say here.
We have to preserve digital cash. that has to work on the open internet. It has to work interoperably with anyone, anywhere. That's how we're going to solve this problem. And I think we're really close. I mean, USDC itself we've seen over $3.5 trillion of transactions.
So I just want to start with that. They're trying to solve digital cash. He thinks they're really close, and USDC itself has done over $300 trillion of transactions. Wow.
Directly on the internet, between counterparties. And so if we can, improve it with more scalable blockchain technologies like, Brad's company provides, and we can make this extremely low cost to move, and then enable individuals with digital wallets that can interact, and you can scale into the risk, right? Is where.
Wow. If we can make this basically cheaper by using companies like Brad Garlinghouse is sitting right next to him, by the way, which is something you can't see in this clip, but he's sitting literally next to him. If they can make it cheaper and scale it using blockchain solutions like Brad's company, what is going on, guys? Out of nowhere, Brad Garlinghouse is out like all of a sudden, boom, Brad Garlinghouse is there, he's here, he's everywhere, guys. And now he's sitting next to Jeremy Allaire, who's like, yeah, actually, our current system could be better if we used a system like yours, Brad. Like, to your face, at the World Economic Forum event, being videoed saying that. If this isn't hitting you in the face right now, guys, this is why it's so hard for me as a content creator, because nothing I say is financial advice, but I'm so passionate about XRP, and it's not because I'm a blooming maxi or anything like that. It's because everything's hitting me in the face. Like, I don't get how people can't see this. I understand people don't like the WEF, people don't like banks, people don't like whatever they don't like, but I don't really care whether you like it or not. I really don't. Like, if you do or don't like something, just get out of the market. If you're bothered about the financial industry and whether it's ethically right or wrong, don't invest. But if you're trying to make money and you're looking to increase your personal and family's wealth, look at what is bloody going on. Stop getting footed out by bullshit, literally. It frustrates me because, like, I spend all my time trying to collate everything for everybody. Not just people who watch this, my friends, my family, everyone. And a lot of people can see it, but no one sees it like I see it. And I don't get it. I don't get it. Why? Just please have an open mind and see it as an investment opportunity. And if you've got any kind of ethical problem with it, the way you need to justify it for yourself is it's going to happen with or without your investment. So you may as well flip and profit from it, and then you can do what you want with your money. And I'm not saying it is a definite. I'm just saying, to me, it looks bloody obvious. To me, it looks obvious. So, I don't know. That's me getting a bit over passionate, I guess. And I don't really show that side of me on YouTube very much. But yeah, just recently, it hurts me seeing what I'm seeing in on social media, people being so upset with the market. I get it, but I just know that, like, people are stinging themselves and they're going to shoot themselves in the foot. Give yourself a year or two and you look back on this opportunity, and I'll be very, very, very surprised if you're not kicking yourself if you've sold in 2 years' time. Very surprised. I'm not talking like a flipping like 100% gain here. I'm talking, like I said, we could see 100x in the next 10 years. Are people like looking at a 10-year time frame saying, oh, it's too far away? 100x. 100x. Not necessarily XRP. On cryptos that survive in general, we could see maybe more. And people have got their eyes closed. People have got their eyes closed because they're scared and they're emotional. That's why you don't invest anything you can't afford to lose, because massively volatile market. But 100x, 200x. Anyway, I'll leave you to it, and that kind of finishes my video with this. And I truly believe that this is true. Crypto is the single biggest wealth generating opportunity in the last century. Don't get footed out. Obviously, always do your own research, guys. Nothing I say is financial advice. But just don't be emotional. Just don't get yourself footed out by reading what mostly idiots say on Twitter. look at what the billionaires are doing. Look at what the most successful macro investors of the world are doing. Because those guys make money, and everyone else who you've seen on Twitter might have made some speculative money in previous cycles. But if something's going to become a part of our financial system, they're the boys you want to follow. In my opinion, they're the boys with all the money. They don't lose. Straight up. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video anyway, guys. Sorry it was a bit like mad. It's my birthday tomorrow, so I guess that's good. I'm 29, so it's not too good. But I hope everyone has a great day. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace up, A-Town down, as Usher would say.